from last time, we have Urash and Rogar and Namira, who all just came from the stables and are going to meet up with Thibble and Isla, who is a new person.
Spatula. I'm playing the sorceress.
Oh, sorry, wrong. Gotta change it. So not Thibble. Spatula. Okay, so you guys all meet up and can trade stories and tell everybody, what's happened and how it's going. And for the three people that were here last time, can explain to the two new people what the current quests are, and the DM will stand by with reminders or fill in the blanks if you guys have trouble.
Okay.
So either Namira or Rogar or Urash can do a little explaining. Or the DM can do it.
I'll take a swing at it.
Okay.
So in our last adventure, we went to the magic shop, and he told us a quest to retrieve some rags in the north or in the south. On our way down to get the rags, we ran into a minotaur and a pack of thieves, and took them all out and brought the rags back to him. And his reward for that was he's going to enchant one of our items, either armor or a weapon. So we all deposited our weapon or armor that we wanted enhanced to him. And then we picked up another quest to go north to help a cleric's brother. Is it his brother? Or is...
Well, no, there's the... okay, so the three quests that the party has are, there is a mob headquarters that they had some dealings with some mobsters earlier, and that's located in a city called Nimble to the north. The other quest is the brother, and that's the brother of the innkeeper, the Oman Inn. His brother is missing, so there's a quest to find him, also believed to be in Nimble. And then the cleric thing was Namira's, what do you call the guy that teaches you everything you know? What's that guy's called?
Master.
What's the word I'm looking for? Not protege, but the opposite of that. God, how come I can never think of this word? Anyway, that guy, you're not master, but the opposite of protege, the guy that you're. What is the word? It's gonna make me crazy until I think of it. You guys got to help me out. Not, like...
He's the apprentice, the other ones, I can't think of the word.
None of you can think of it now. Christ. Anyway, the opposite of his apprentice is missing.
Mentor.
Mentor, thank you. Jesus. As a matter of fact, I'm going to just write that down.
August said it in chat. I was watching.
Thank you, August. Oh my God, I'm so crazy. So the owner of the healer, the guy at the healing shop, it's his mentor, and also because Namira said it, and you guys are helping me build the game, he just threw in that it was also her mentor, and so that person was supposed to take residency in Nimble at the new temple, but the word has it that never made it. So those are kind of three either places or people that you're looking for. And just at the end of the adventure from yesterday, the party has secured horses, except that Spatula and Ayla do not have horses. And so if you want to try to work out getting them some horses, you can. The thing about Ayla is that she only has 5 gold, and
Spatula has 0.
Spatula has none. So I'm sure Ayla would be willing to, perhaps not, I'm not going to play her character for her, but you need 55 more gold to rent 2 more horses after including Ayla's 5 gold that she has.
She could always go Legolas on us and run beside the horses.
I am an elf. I do have great stamina, apparently. Right? Don't elves have good stamina?
I don't know. Maybe they do. I don't know everything about Dungeons and Dragons, but I know some stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Can she run? I mean, is there some sort of skill or ability?
Rangers can.
Rangers can run as fast as horses without getting tired?
Oh, not as fast as horses, but they can run long distances.
Oh, right. But I mean, you guys are going 3 day. You guys are basically going 3 days walking distance, which you can probably do in one with a horse. But if everybody doesn't have horses, the party's not going to travel at the same speed. So you guys have to decide what you want to do.
I got 263 silver pieces I can throw in on it.
Yeah, and I've got 10 gold left over. So, yeah, we can all pitch in. I don't know if Namira has anything, but let's see how far that'll get us.
I'll certainly pay it back, the 30 gold, once it becomes available to me.
Well, I have.
Okay.
I'll put 20 gold, and along with that 10 gold, that'd be 30 for one of them.
Okay, so we need 25 more. Because
yeah.
So, is Namira willing to kick in, or she's not saying anything? Well, first of all, Richard, are you there? We might not have the player present.
He looks like he's muted in the Savage Encounters Discord.
Oh, yeah, he is. So let me just mention for the rest of you, if you guys do go AFK, that's not a problem at all, but you got to let me know. Because since he's gone, I'm going to make a decision for him, and he's pitching in the rest of the money. So that's how we do that.
Namira.
That's how we do that. He's got, he doesn't have enough. Wait, hold on.
Could we go two to a horse? Or
He's riding in the chat right now and on Fantasy Grounds.
We could also just not use the horses and get our gold back. Oh, yeah, there's that option as well. So 20, 30. You guys are actually short money to give everybody horses. The answer to can you go two to a horse is yeah, of course you can, but the horse is going to get exhausted, half the way. You're only going to be able to go half as far or half as fast, depending on, what happens.
Well, it looks like we're hoofing it.
So if you guys want, since you guys just did the transaction like 2 minutes ago, he'll give you guys all your money back. If you don't want to do it, we can scrap it. But if you guys want to, since I'll tell you what, someone nominate themselves to be the spokesperson of the group with the stable person.
My charisma's real low, so.
I have fairly decent charisma. I'm not sure about my persuasion.
I can't find my charisma.
I have.
Oh, so on
+5 to persuasion.
On your character sheet, your charisma, all your abilities are listed on the main tab, all the way down the left side.
Oh, I see.
And the modifiers are there. Yeah, so yours is +0.
Yeah.
So who's going to be the spokesperson?
Spatula. I got +5 to persuasion.
Okay, so go ahead and give me just a straight charisma check in the tower.
Okay. That's just pulling my charisma over, right?
Yeah, that's you did it perfect. So he will actually take 30 gold payment for the fourth horse, and he will forego the deposit on the fifth horse. Still, of course, wanting to get the money from you, but you can. He senses your urgent quest, and you guys are all like pulling pennies out of your pockets, and he's like, whatever, that's fine. Just give me the 120 total, which you've already given him 90, and so he'll take 30 more gold, and then he'll forego the bill for the rest until you get back.
Sounds like a plan.
So that's going to be 20 from Rogar and 10 from Urash.
Yeah, I'll knock off the 200 silver pieces I got.
Okay. So that means Spatula and Isla can give themselves, and I'll help you with this, Isla, since you've never done it. But give yourself a horse, Spatula, and a saddle on your character sheet if you haven't done it already. And I will do that for Isla. And what I'm doing, I'm just explaining what I'm doing. What I'm doing in the library is I'm going into the player's handbook, and I'm finding the equipment list, and I'm going to grab you a saddle and put it on your character sheet for you. And the horse is actually an NPC, so you can't add an NPC as a piece of equipment to your character sheet, so I will add that manually. I'll just type horse on a line, so you'll see it here in a second.
Thank you.
So you have riding saddle and riding horse on your character sheet now. Okay. And you guys...
Should I take away this 5 gold that I have?
No. As a matter of fact, you can keep it because Urash kicked in 10 and Rogar kicked in 20. So your 5 wasn't needed. And now everybody's basically broke anyway. So let me go and I will make a note that you guys have already paid, so I don't charge you when you come back. If you come back, because everyone dies in my game, right, guys? No one's died. All right.
Quick
Keep
question.
promising TPKs, but dang it.
I know I keep promising. Go ahead, Urash. What's your question?
Yeah, I only have 2 hit die. I'm not sure with the long rest before we went to get the horses if I would have got that back.
No, you took a long rest, and so you only got half your hit die back, so you still are down 1.
Gotcha.
Because I long rested the party at the end of the game yesterday. Okay, stables. So 3 days paid, so Urash, Taskable. Okay, so I have it. I have Urash and Rogar and Namira and Spatula all as paid, and Isla owes 30. That's not probably the exact accounting, but it's enough to get it right as far as the government's concerned. All right, so you guys have your horses. You're ready to set out, and I'm assuming you'd like to head to the north.
Yes, let's head north.
Okay.
Valley Forest.
Still no big map for this. I haven't built the big map yet, because quite frankly, I only know where there's a river and 3 cities. That's all I really know, but I'm still going to build a map. But I haven't done it yet, so we'll just theater of the mind that you guys are on your horses on the way north. And as you go along for your day, things seem pretty peaceful. And keep in mind, guys, that you are on riding horses, which means if you do get into combat, these horses are no good to you. There's, as a matter of fact, probably worse to be on your horse than it is off of it, unless you intend to run. Then it's good to be on them. So,
as we're riding, I'd like to channel my Find Familiar.
Okay, you can do that. So what is entailed?
I just, once a day with my Magic Initiate, I can summon a familiar. It says you gain the service of familiar spirit that takes an animal form.
Okay.
I'd like to summon an owl, but I'm not exactly sure how to do that.
I can do it for you. What would the owl's name be?
Hootie Magoo.
Or are we doing someone familiar?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Because it's got some huge benefits for me.
Yeah, he could probably scout out ahead too.
Am I supposed to be able to see the map that
No,
you're
not yet.
showing me?
Sorry. I am going to share a map. Now, the other thing too is I noticed that the only reason you would know that is because you must have the stream on. So
Am I not supposed to?
Yeah, you shouldn't
I
look at
probably shouldn't actually.
Yeah, here's what you can do though. Most people when they are playing, because my version of the screen is the DM screen, which has all the secret information on it you're never supposed to see. But what a lot of people do is open up a browser window or open up some other different window and cover up the video portion, but leave the chat portion open so you can participate in that if you'd like. But yeah, you shouldn't be looking at the stream only because you're gonna see it's gonna spoil it for you. You're gonna nobody even knows there was a map until you said it. But I'm gonna show it to you now anyway. So.
Oh, I
You're on your phone.
apologize.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Totally. Don't even worry about it. I'm just trying to let you know that it'll ruin the fun if you know in advance what's going to happen. So you should try to cover up that stream. You don't have to not have it on. Just cover up that part where you can see the video.
Okay, I got this.
All the players in the games shouldn't have the video up. I mean, there's nothing I can do to stop you, but then it'll just ruin the fun for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I watch it on my phone, and as long as I click on the type bar, the chat screen covers the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what I was about to do.
Yep, that's a great way to do it on your iPhone or your whatever phone you have. So there's Hootie Magoo. He's in the combat tracker now. He is the who's familiar is that again?
Spatula.
Okay. Just so I can keep track, I'll put Spatula there. Okay, so you guys are riding, and then let's. You guys decide to. Well, I don't know. Do you guys want us to? See, I don't know how to do this. I I don't want to railroad you guys, but I have this. This is a big experiment. By the way, Alex, this is a total experiment that I just came up with. That everybody will play, and it'll be a living world, and people can step in and step out as much as they want. But I'm learning.
That's fine.
I'm learning as I go that I'm without having your railroad players or coach them into what I want them to do. You guys are on horses. And there's supposed to be something happening now. But if you guys are just riding horses and you see something, you can just ride away and not do it. But that's no fun. But I guess as a DM, I'm having trouble here because this would normally be where you would set up camp for the night because you don't have horses. Because it takes 3 days to walk there and you have to camp twice. But no, you guys bought horses to fuck me. So I let you do it. And I have to decide now, like you guys come, I'll show you the map. You guys come to this clearing, and something is definitely going to happen. So I'll just present it and then let you guys decide what you want to do. So stand by. We guys enjoy my nice little map that I have for you there. And now, Alex, yes, you should see a map with the tokens on it in the lower left.
Okay, good.
And if you want to know how to, if that's like taking up your whole screen or getting in your face or doing whatever, you can hold control and left drag around the map, and you can resize it to make it how you want it. And you can scroll in and out with your mouse wheel, and once you get used to doing that, you'll be able to organize it on your screen so it's not in your face everywhere. Okay, because you'll have some other windows that you'll need for combat once we start that to open up too. So just kind of resize that to maybe half your screen somewhere. All right, so now I got to get the random monsters. I'm gonna roll it. I'm gonna change it to I'm gonna build an encounter. Let's do it. Let's do it, everybody. Let's build an encounter. Can I open the fucking... There it is, encounters. All right, this is going to be new. This is going to be random on the way to Nimble. And it's going to have that monster in it. Oh, shit. And it's also going to have that monster in it.
Did
I'm
you, real
Go ahead.
quick, Rob, did you imply that the magic user could not remove the illness we have from the rags? Should we check with him before we head out, or?
Well, you guys have already headed out, but I did not
All right.
imply that. However, no, you guys just, I mean, you said you thought about doing it, but I mean, I'll retcon that. If you guys want to go talk to him and ask him if he'll do that, you can. But just for the purposes of the game, to make it easier, he has no idea what you're talking about. He doesn't feel any ill effects from the rags, and he didn't even know that was part of the deal. He's never, so whatever
Okay.
so he's immune if you would discover through trial and error that he's immune to it. But you guys aren't. Whatever it might be.
If you guys would like, I can cure 3 of us. Well, all 3 of us, I guess, because only 3 of us here have it. But that would take all my spell slots, but I can do it.
Just maybe hold on to those spell slots until you find out what the ill effects are.
Yeah,
it might be nothing, right?
Well, that's why
Yeah, let's play it out and see where it leads. We might need to do it later, but let's play it out.
Okay, so this is a random encounter in every sense of the word. So what you guys see is, as you approach,
Can they be were-tigers?
well, I guess not. You see those things, and it is time for all of you to roll initiative. And Alex, on your character sheet, in the middle of your main tab, there's initiative. You can double-click that, or you can left-click and hold and drag it down to one of those 12 slots on the bottom, and that's called hotkeying it. And then whenever I call for initiative from now on, you'll just have to click that once, and it'll roll it.
And we got our.
We roll bad.
Yeah, well, the disadvantage is because of that effect of the illness, I think. Ouch.
I think the illness translates to literally the poisoned effect. But that's my clerical theory. That's not, law or stone or whatever.
So Spatula and Ayla did not have an ill effect on their initiative, but the other 3 of you did. And Rogar's is, because he has disadvantage, so it canceled it out. So you guys have seen that. And actually, Hootie Magoo, sorry. You want to try to do that. If it's the first part's Hootie, you want the second part to be Magoody really bad. But it is actually his move. Now, does your familiar go on? I'm not too familiar with familiars, if you will. Does he go on your turn, or is he a separate entity, or what? How does that all work?
He has his own turn, but basically all he's going to be doing is flying down 30 feet, using help on me, so I have advantage on rolls, and then flying back up 30 feet.
Okay, so for his whole thing, he's just kind of stick near you and give you help.
Yeah, about 30 feet in there above me.
Okay, sounds good.
Can he give help to other players too? I forget. I've seen.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only thing they can do. Like, he's only got 1 hit point, so you don't really want him attacking. But as an owl, they don't provoke attacks of opportunity.
Well, and you can also, with him, you can fly him around to the opposite end of your enemies, and he can grant advantage. You can also cast touch spells through him.
I did not know that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just going to say you can communicate telepathically with him, but you probably already knew that bit.
Yeah, I did. I was basically just going to use him to give me advantages on every single roll I got by helping me.
Okay, so he's not going to move at this point.
No.
So it will be Isla's turn. Now, Isla, we will help you with what you can do. There's 2 combatants on the field, and as a ranger, I'm imagining you'd probably like to shoot them.
Yes.
So you can in 5th edition, you get a move, an action, and a bonus action if you have it. So it should be similar to 3.5, but you can split up your move, so you can move, 5 feet, do your action, and then move 25 for more, whatever, you can do it. But we'll help you. So just tell me what you want to do, and then I'll tell you how you can do it.
How many feet is each square?
Each square is 5 feet, and so you have 30 movement, so you can go 6 squares.
Okay, and do we know the deep one? Do we know what that is?
No, you have no idea.
Okay. Hang on a second. Don't I have a knowledge of some kind?
You might.
Yeah,
Well, everybody has all the skills on your skills tab, but as an elf ranger, you might have some sort of, like, I think you have Fey ancestry. I don't know if that helps you. You have advantage on saving throws against being charmed or magic. No. I'm not sure you have any.
Sorry, she might have preferred enemy.
Yeah, her preferred enemy is oozes. Awesome. No ooze here.
Well, if I can't, what I was trying to do is seeing if I could identify it first.
Okay, you can do a nature check, and you can do that in the tower. So what you do is on your skills tab, find nature, and then left click and drag the nature die down into the tower, which is in the lower right of your screen. Looks like a little dice tower. You just drop it on that. And what that'll do is roll the check, and I will see it, but you will not. So it's kind of like rolling behind the DM screen.
Did I do it?
No. It takes a bit to get used to. If you don't drop it right on the tower, if you just drop it like next to the tower, it'll just flop the dice around, and it's just a fun little thing, but it doesn't really do anything. So on your skills tab, where it says nature, over to the right, it says +1, and there's a little gray die. So left click and hold that and drag it out till you see the die, and then drop that die right on top of the tower. There you go.
Okay, I was clicking the wrong thing.
Okay, so you did it. So I will tell you what you know about this creature that you see. You think that it is most formidable, that it probably has quite an amount of life force, if you will, wink, hint, hit points, and that you also know with that roll that it is probably something that would claw you, and that's probably all you know.
We're talking about leshy, right?
No, I'm sorry. I thought you said the deep one.
Yeah, I meant the deep one, but whenever you said claw, my mind immediately went to leshy. Okay, well, that's good to know. And then my other question is, if I shoot an arrow at it, since there's kind of a tree there, is there a disadvantage to that?
Yes, and I'll explain that. And by the way, you also know this.
Ew.
That's terrifying.
That's awesome.
Shooting through something that has cover, depending on the type of cover, is either there's in 5th edition there's half cover, 3/4 cover, and full cover. Full cover would be something that you can't shoot; it's just impossible. Normally half cover is a -2, and 3/4 cover is a -5. In this case, I'm going to say he just got like half cover. He's just behind the tree. The map is represented top down, so he's not. It's really not. Those are all just kind of branches above the ground or whatever. But yeah, you would target him, and he would be a -2. So I will tell you exactly how to do that. So on the map, put your put your mouse pointer right above him, and hold Control and click the left key once, and that's how you target something. Okay, and now in the bottom left-hand side of the screen, you're about to make an attack roll, but you are going to have a -2. So there's a bunch of boxes down there, one of which says -2. Just click that and make sure it shades. And then on your character sheet, on your actions tab, you find the longbow and double-click the attack where it says +5. and it will tick off an arrow from your ammo, and it will tell us if you hit. And you did not hit, so that was a miss.
Okay, sorry.
So that's okay. That was your first Fantasy Grounds shot. They can't all be winners. So now you can move.
Oh man, I rolled a 5.
Yeah, you rolled a 5. So
Better than most of my rolls.
yeah, you'll see. So you can move or stay there, and if you want to move, let me know. If not, if you just want to end your turn, on the upper right-hand side of your screen, if you haven't done this already, there's a sword. It's this, and it says Combat Tracker. If you open that, you'll see this box that has a list of all the characters in it, and yours is highlighted.
Yes, I see it.
Okay, so on the bottom left of that box is a turn. It says end turn or past turn or something like that. It's different for you than it is me.
Complete.
Turn complete. Okay, so you just click that arrow and it'll pass to the next turn. Congratulations, Alex. You just take your first turn in Fantasy Grounds.
Woohoo!
Awesome.
She's
Okay,
engaged in battle.
Now watch how it's done. Urash, you're up. I can't wait for the
Not
fumble
give
table.
me distances, so I'll have to count them out.
It's not giving you distances. Don't know what you mean. Oh, right. Sorry.
For moving.
Oh, right. Because I haven't locked tokens. There. Now it's locked. Try that again.
Okay. I'll move to there.
Okay.
And I can't ready in action because I moved, right?
No, absolutely you can ready in action. Readying in action is an action.
All right. I will ready my great sword for when he approaches.
Okay, ready, great sword, melee. Okay, Spatula.
I want to cast Chill Touch at it.
At the deep one?
At the deep one, yeah.
Okay. And is that a ranged attack or it is a ranged attack?
Or no, sorry, Ray of Frost I meant.
Ray of Frost, okay. And
Yeah.
is that ranged or that is
Ranged,
also
60
ranged?
feet.
Okay, so that is going to be, unless you move, can you target him, please? Oh, no, you're fine. Okay, so you can do that with, well, it's for the tree, it's a -2 if you do that.
All right, and how do I cast this spell? I'll click my -2 and then...
And then just click the ranged attack on the spell, I think. Or whatever it says.
I don't have a ranged attack.
Okay, let me look. Okay, so on Ray of Frost, just go ahead and click on the magnifying glass, and it'll open up a few more commands. And then you see it says attack ranged 5. So click that.
Yeah, I see it.
And you have hit, so you may roll the damage. All right.
And its movement should be reduced to 10 feet.
Okay. You notice as you do that you think that the cold damage you did was not very effective.
Damn.
And his speed is what? Reduced to 10?
Reduced to 10 is what it says in the
Okay.
description.
Let me go to conditions, everybody.
10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay. Speed is 10 for 1 round. All right, sounds good. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that will be all.
Okay, Rogard, you are up.
All right. Rogard moves out, pulling his light crossbow, and
All right, you got a clean shot on whatever that thing is. As a matter of fact, right before you shoot, I will show you this fucking Grizzly Adams looking son of a bitch. That's what he looks like. I'm sorry, does he have trees growing out of his back? I don't like it.
it looks like it.
This is a framed backpack made out of wood.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Okay, so you loose your bow, and you miss, and you feel that you are still feeling sickly from these rags that you came into contact with, and you're not shooting as well as you think you should.
Not good. All right.
So I have a question.
Sure.
Since I'm a ranger and this guy looks very naturey, would I feel for this guy? Because I remember playing a ranger once, or maybe I was a druid actually. Druids have. Okay, sorry, I'm getting confused. Never mind.
That's okay. Yeah, and the answer to that generic question, would you feel any certain way, is basically that's up to you. No matter what your character is or how you want to roleplay, it's all up to you.
Okay.
And there's really no hard and fast rules for that kind of stuff. So let's see. Oh, it's this guy's turn. He is going to step forward. I believe, Urash, you have a ready to action. And you do. And oh, you must not have targeted. Hold on. That is a miss. He, however, is going to try to claw you. And he hits you, and he claws you and does 14 damage. Yikes.
God damn.
This thing, this leshy thing, is reeling up to look at the guy who just tried to shoot him. And he sends out a bunch of viney things your way. As a matter of fact, vines spring up below you. Let me make sure that's, hold on a second.
Jump off the horse, Rogar. Don't get caught in those vines.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't specifically state it. I started to allude to it, but you guys are not on your horses. You guys really can't fight on your horses. So if you're on your horse, you're not in the battle. So I'm assuming that anybody that's combating is off their horse. So
yeah, I got off my horse.
Yeah, so you're off your horse if you're fighting. You cannot fight from atop your horses because none of you have mounted combat. So you simply can't do it. And the horse is a worthless combatant. So the best that could probably happen is if you're riding your horse in combat, the horse will try to run and you'll take op attacks. Like that's all that's going to happen. So yeah, sorry I wasn't too clear about that, but yeah, if you're fighting, you're not on your horse. Okay, grasping weeds and vines sprout up from the ground in a 20-foot square, starting from a point. Okay, so let me change that to a square. Okay, so right there, vines sprout up from this thing. He casts a spell of some kind. And these turn that area into difficult terrain. And a creature in that area, when you cast the spell, must succeed on a DC 13, which Urash does, but Rogar does not. And so therefore, Rogar is restrained. And you guys can have, you can free yourself from the restrained Rogar by making a DC 13 strength as your action. And then that's just difficult terrain. So if you go into it, it doesn't restrain you, but it is difficult terrain from now on. But that is the extent of his turn. So, Namira, after seeing that.
Namira is visibly shaken after seeing this deep one be so effective, shall we say, against Urash over there. So Namira's going to rush up away from these vines and attempt to do some radiant bullshit to the deep one.
Okay. Radiant bullshit. I like it. And you cast Radiant bullshit. It doesn't seem that your spells are affected by this sickening condition that you have, and he fails his save.
Hell yeah.
And you do some light damage to this guy, radiant damage. Nice.
Okay, but it doesn't seem to be like super effective or anything.
You do not notice that it is super effective. You think it's effective as normal.
Huh, okay. Can I maybe, with the rest of my turn, do a check to see if I can determine any vulnerabilities it might have?
You can do a nature check in the tower. If he gets a 15, I'll give it to him. You don't know anything.
Alrighty.
All right. That's
Okay, so should we? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Should we talk strategy, guys? Because obviously, from what Namira said, this guy is like the I forgot his name already. Is really powerful. The deep one is really powerful, and so. Am I still on? Am I still talking? My
Yeah, we
computer
hear you.
just made a noise. Okay, good. Sorry, my computer made a noise. So should we chip away at him and deal with the other one later? Should we chip away at the small guy, which he's probably not small?
My personal opinion, and I am an inexperienced D&D player compared to other people. My personal opinion is that we try to take out the guy who's right in front of one of our friends' faces as quickly as possible, because it seems like his blows might be nasty, and the other guy is a little bit further away, but that's just what Namira is going to focus on, other than healing anybody who needs it.
That seems like a very fair point to me. So thank you.
I only have 2 spell slots, and my cantrip doesn't hurt him much, so I will use my 2 spell slots on him, but then I'll turn to the other one.
Sounds good.
Okay, and how I do it in my games is that you guys all roll initiative when the combat starts, but every round I shuffle initiative. It just keeps it more exciting and unpredictable. And so I've done that, yet you are still at the top of the round, so it is your turn.
Okay, then I will go ahead and shoot an arrow at. Actually, can I roll another nature check on Leshy to see if I can learn anything about him?
I usually only allow 1 per monster, but you did it on the other one, so yeah, you can do that if you'd like.
1 second, let me go to it. Sorry, this is
as a matter of fact, I shouldn't have allowed Namira to do that.
Oh, if you don't want me to do it,
No,
it's totally...
So let me just go through my logic for you guys. So, like, if you're opening a lock and you're using your and everybody says, "I'll try it," and then it doesn't work, then the next guy tries it. That's just 6 people rolling until it works. So, which is, boring and not fun. But on the nature check, I think Urash did one on the deep one, and then I let Namira also do one, and I should not have let Namira do it because it should just be 1 per monster. But since there hasn't been one on Leshy, then you can absolutely do it. But I'm just giving you guys my theory on letting you do nature check, because otherwise you just keep rolling and rolling and rolling, and then I basically just read the stat block to you, and it's not fun. So
I understand.
do
I do the dice tower?
Yeah, do it in the dice tower and have it be a nature check.
And I will attempt to remember that in the future.
Okay, and I will attempt to remember it and write it in the house rules. Okay, so you know something about this Leshy, other than what it looks like. You feel that it's probably also very, very strong as far as its health as compared to you guys. And it should seem obvious that it is a type of a spellcaster, but you also think that it might be quite mean if it was next to you. So we'll say that.
Thank you. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and shoot an arrow at the deep one, that one.
Okay, so if you
Because
shoot
I
an
want to
arrow,
protect.
right? So if you shoot an arrow, you'll be a -2 for Urash, who's in your way. But you can certainly do that.
Oh,
Would
geez,
she
I
be
have a
able-
chance of hitting him, don't I?
Only if you roll a 1, but
She could move though too. She may not know
yeah,
that she can move.
yeah, you
to
can
a
move to
better
get
angle.
a better angle if you'd like to do that. And that red is not dangerous. It's just cost twice your, so it costs 2 squares for each one of those. But if you wanted to try to get a clear shot on that thing, you'd probably have to move up next to, say, Namira, and you'd be fine. Because I think going into the red isn't going to get you a clear shot. I mean, we can move you, and then I'll show you what I mean. So if you were there, you would, you see, if you look at your targeting, if you, do you see your 30-foot target arrow?
Yeah, and if I went any farther, I would hit
Yeah,
Rogar.
so just a little seminar for you here. If you go up to here this way, you'd be fine.
Okay.
You get an absolutely clean shot, so you could just take your regular shot with no penalty.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that if that's okay.
Yeah. Oh, and guess
Nice.
what?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your damage. It will roll the critical damage automatically. It will add the extra die for you. Excellent. And as a condition, I have a special fumble critical table, and you rolled a condition on the critical table known as knockdown. You knock the target prone.
Brilliant.
That
Woo!
is awesome. So I will apply the prone condition to said son of a bitch. He's a son of a bitch. And that was an excellent turn. And if you are done, I closed my map. That sucks.
Was his mother your prom date, Rob?
He was. Son of a bitch.
Attacking him when he's prone, does that do anything to my attack?
Yeah, it's going to give you,
advantage.
it's going to automatically give you advantage. You do not have to make any adjustments. Oh, he's raging, everybody. Did you guys hear the sound?
Yeah. That's
Yes.
awesome.
I didn't know what it was.
He's
But that's
also,
good to know.
okay, so hold on a second. Reckless attack is not going to help you because you already have advantage anyway. And reckless attack will not give you double advantage, but it will grant advantage on an attack on you. So I'm going to take that off, and let's pretend you didn't do that. Fair enough?
Fair enough. Thanks
Okay.
for that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and swing the battle axe.
All right, swing away. Now, you'll notice that
Ouch.
it only rolled 1 die, but that is because you have advantage, which cancel your disadvantage for whatever effect is harming you because you're sick. So that is a miss.
All right, so I'm going to also, because he's prone, skedaddle.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. A prone creature's only movement, blah, blah, blah. A creature is disadvantaged on attack on rolls. An attack roll against a creature. Okay. You can skedaddle. And he will take his disadvantaged attack on you.
From laying on the ground?
Yeah, he can still attack you, but he's at disadvantage. Did you not know that?
I did, but that's fine. Yeah, he could scratch my leg, I guess. Yeah.
For another 14.
He rolled a 20 and a 7. He misses.
Yay!
Okay, anything else for Urash? How far did you move?
I only went 15 because I'm in the vines.
Right,
I guess.
okay. Good enough. He goes 5, 10.
He can only go 10 because he's got that froze spell on him.
He goes 10 because he's got the froze. What's up? Don't.
Chill. Or,
Chill. Yeah.
Ray of Frost.
Yeah. It's because I shuffle initiative. It wasn't on him anymore, but it's because I shuffle initiative. So read me Ray of Frost. Is that till your next turn or one round?
I'm just pulling it up right now. Cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of your next turn.
Oh, so it's until Spatula goes. Spatula.
Yeah.
Spank.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he goes 10, and then he dashes to there. Okay, he's done. Sorry, let me back that up. Hold on. He's not going to do any of that. He's going to stand up. And that's all he can do. Okay, so this guy... I moved him too far, didn't I? He was there. Okay. This guy is going to... $5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, and he's done. Rogar, you're up. We got a guy in your face.
He has 55 movement.
He has okay. So here's what happens in 5th edition. In 5th edition, you can do something called dash, which is you trade your action for another full movement. So he moved his 30, and then he tried to move, and so then he dashed. So what that means is he can go up to 60 feet and not have an action. So that's what he did.
And does do the vines cause it to be slow him down?
Yeah, and it did.
Cool.
He moved 55. He moved 40 through there and 15 outside. So Rogar, you're up. Questioning my
Rogar inhales
come over there
deeply
and tell you what. Was it
blows
5th
his
edition?
breath weapon at this leshy.
Oh, it's on. It's breath weapon, everybody.
I hit that twice.
Okay, that's fine. All you did was hit the marker. It probably took it off your sheet. Now you can't cast it, right?
No, I hit the cast button.
Did you have him targeted? Yes, you did. I wonder what in the hell is happening. Did you hit the cast button or did you hit the save? Okay. Yeah, hit the save.
The cast button.
Hit this. Yeah, the cast button sometimes doesn't work. Hit the save button. That's the one that you need.
I just hit it. Didn't do nothing.
All right, I'll hit it. It sure didn't, did it? What the hell's going on?
Maybe the attack button?
No. Base 8 ability plus con. Start con. Half on success. Why is it not working? All right, let's try this. That is super weird. Hold on. All right, let's try this. Wow. Okay, guys. This is the first time I've ever seen this in Fantasy Grounds. His attack, his breath weapon thing. Oh, is it because it flat out doesn't work? Don't know why. Let's fix this.
It worked before. I don't know what's going on.
All right, so let's find out. If this, I'm going to try one more thing. If it doesn't work, we'll just do it manually and move on. That's the great thing about Fantasy Grounds is if the automated thing doesn't work for some reason, which it always should, you can just move on. Okay, breath weapon. Rogar has it target. I'm going to drag it. Wow, it just doesn't work. Okay, so I will do his save. And you can roll, for damage, you can roll 2d6 because he's going to take half anyway. And, I don't see that you have a type in there. What type of damage is that?
It is a cold weapon. 15 cone.
Okay, so let me do his save, which is a... Oh, is it a dex save? Okay, so that, I think I might have figured it out. Yeah, okay. The reason it didn't work is because you didn't have what type of save coded in there. And I guess when you parse the spell, when you drag it in, it didn't. It's a dex save, right? Isn't your breath weapon? He has to make a dex save.
I am not totally sure.
You can use your action blah 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 when you do the breath. You make an excellent saving throw. Must make a saving throw the type of which is determined by your draconic ancestry. Oh. All right. Well, shit. Let's go look at that. That's why.
Silver.
Yeah, that's very interesting. That's a thing we all just learned, you guys, is that Fantasy Grounds doesn't code that specifically because it can't automatically code it because it doesn't know what type of dragon you are. So that's interesting. You are silver, and silver is con save. Okay. He has to make a con save. So let's change that. Sorry about the accounting, everybody, but I didn't realize that Dragonborns have to pre-establish their save in there. So if you guys ever play Dragonborn, now you know. And the thing I'm hesitating on now is that the stat for you is the base stat, right? So Jesus Christ. Hold on, you guys. Sorry about this. I hate when crap like this happens and it slows the game down.
I've used it before, but it's worked, so I don't know what's going on.
Who knows? I don't know. It probably worked, but it was probably wrong. We probably had it set up wrong. The DC of the saving throw equals 8 plus your con modifier. Okay, so it's a con save versus your con. So I think it's going to be 13. Oh, God damn it, where is it? People watching the stream can see what I'm doing. It's just taking me a long time. Dex con. Okay, there. Okay, so now I have it in there. He has to make an 11. He makes a 12, so he succeeds. So he'll take half of your 2d6, which is 3 cold. And I will apply that damage to him. And it takes all of it. No, he takes not half. Yeah, he takes half, 3. Okay, so even though it took an hour and a half, you have breathed on him. Unfortunately, he only took 3 points damage. Namira.
Dicey situation going on here. I think. Well, give me just a sec. Sorry, I should have looked this up, but it hadn't occurred to me.
So Urash yells over, "Hey, for some reason I'm fumbling with my attacks. If there's anything you can do to help me, I'll go in there and blade him to death."
By the way, when Rogar breathed on this nastiness, that entangled thing, all those vines just went right back into the ground.
Oh, okay, cool. So I don't have to do that. Unfortunately, there's nothing that I can do unless you would intend to grapple this creature. There's nothing that I can do to help you attack it. But I will attempt to set it on fire again. I'm gonna try, at least this time, to save my spell slots for healing.
What are you using to set it on fire?
Cantrip, Sacred Flame.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I know it confuses everybody, but that's actually not fire. That's radiant energy.
Right, radiant. My bad.
He succeeds his saving throw on that.
Punk.
He's a punk.
And I'm gonna tell him so.
Oh, he's looking at you. And Hootie is there to guide Spantula.
I'm actually gonna send him up to Urash.
Okay.
So he can have an advantage on his next attack or saving. Use help on him.
Okay, sounds good.
He has 60 feet flying.
Okay. And what would you like to do on your
Negate that.
turn?
I'm gonna cast Magic Missile on the old one.
Okay, so that's automatic, so you can just put 3 right into him. And you guys hear 3 magic missiles.
Yep.
And
Nice.
you do a total of 10 damage.
That's one of my spell slots gone, guys.
And at the end of the round, unless you want to move.
No, I'm okay with chilling out of the way.
Okay, so pass your turn, and we will go to the top of round 3. I will shuffle it up. And Rogar is at the top this time.
Alrighty then. Rogar swings his warhammer at this.
Oh, wait, hold on. Before you do that, you're not restrained. Okay, go ahead. You swing your mighty warhammer, and still feeling ill effects, you miss.
Oh, is Rogar not Rush that has the disadvantage? I fucked that up.
They all do.
We all got it right now.
Yeah. Only you and Isla don't have it. Okay, Urash is raging. He's stepping up. Oh, and by the way, Isla, for melee combat, I do use the flanking rule. So if you're on opposite sides of a combatant with a friend of yours, you would get advantage on your melee attacks anytime.
Okay.
Spies 9/11. Yeah, I couldn't figure out August. Thanks. I couldn't figure out what the save was though. All right, it looks like the hit has happened and the damage has occurred. Nice one.
And with this initiative shuffling, you don't know what order the next one's going to be in, so I'm not going to take an opportunity. I'm just going to stand my ground.
Okay. Namira.
So Namira doesn't quite know, but Namira thinks that because this is a deep one and because of what it looks like, it might be it might hate basically light. So what Namira's gonna do, if Urash doesn't mind, she's gonna cast her light cantrip on his battle axe, and it may give I don't know, it may give this thing disadvantage on it on an attack or something like that.
Okay.
It's bright light in 20 feet. And dim light for another 20 feet. And I'm sorry if this is a wasted turn, guys. I'm just hoping that this will be useful against something called the Deep One that has very large, round, paled eyes. It looks like it's used to being in dark places.
Okay, that's going to be completely ineffective.
It's a good thought. I hope it works.
I agree.
Okay, so you cast light on Urash's weapon, and it lights up. Anything else?
I am just gonna say good luck, big guy. Pat him on the shoulder and stay there.
Thank you, Saya.
And Isla, your turn is up. You may decide what you'd like to do.
Well, okay, so that light spell that he just cast on the other guy's sword, so is it lighting up so I can see an immediate effect, or is it like, do you know what I'm saying?
I understand what you're asking, and so the answer is the only effect you see that you notice is that his sword has light on it. You see no other things around that or among it that you think have changed.
I'm thinking, sorry.
That's okay.
Well, I think I am going to attack I'm going to shoot an arrow at the leshy guy.
Oh, at the leshy guy. Okay.
Because he's right in somebody's face. He's right in Rogar's face.
Yeah, well, so's the other guy. You can do
Yeah, but
whatever
he has Namira.
you can do
and-
whatever you want. So just make sure if you're going to shoot at the other one, you untarget the one you're targeting and retarget the other one. And how you untarget?
How do you do that again?
Yeah, targeting and untargeting is the same. So you just hold Control and then left click whichever you want to manipulate, and untargeting and targeting is the same. There you go. So I would say you'd probably have to move 5 feet to the right in order to have an absolutely clear shot at that without taking a penalty.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I'm just trying to figure out how to move.
Okay, and that's just drag your token. And it'll draw that line, and then I approve it, and it moves you there.
Got it. Is that good? Or does that still take a disadvantage?
That's fine. You're good.
Okay.
Nope, you're fine. That's close enough. Okay, so you roll, and you do hit. So you may roll your damage with your longbow. Boom. And you do piercing damage to the leshy. And now he sees you. He's got his eye on you. He likes it.
Come at me.
Come at me.
Except don't, please.
And if you are finished, you can pass your turn. And
sorry, I'm
Spatula.
really used to roll 20, so passing turn is like new to me.
That's okay.
All right, I'm gonna use my final spell slot to hit him with magic missile again.
All right, we're about to hear some magic missiles, everybody. 1, 2, 3. That time you did 11 damage.
Yes.
Out of spell slots, but I still got my cantrips. Oh, he's hurting too.
Hell yeah, good job.
Great one.
All right, anything else on Spatula? All right.
No, sir.
So, this guy is going to try to claw Urash. And he does. And Urash takes, yikes, 17 damage.
Shit.
Wow.
Good job at not
And
getting hit that many times.
somebody just followed me. I thank you. I hope I can tell who it is. I didn't get
He's
my...
gonna move to Urash and aid him again. So help.
Oh,
and then move back.
Bloodshade, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate that. Okay. I'm not getting my notifications. That's starting to piss me off. I didn't get my
He has
notifications.
60 feet flying. So.
Okay, so he's go ahead and move him if you want. Oh, you can't move him, can you?
No, I can't.
Oh yeah, you can. You moved him? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so he goes there.
Uses help on Urash and
Okay.
then goes back.
And he's 30 feet. He can do that at a range of 30 feet. Or doesn't he have to come down next to Urash to help him?
Yeah, he would have to come down next to him. So I guess
So,
he could just
if
move
he
to him, come down, help him, and go up 10 feet.
Yeah, but if he comes down next to Urash and helps him, he's in the range of the deep one, and if he tries to move, he's going to get hit. So I will let you...
Owls have the ability that they don't provoke attacks of opportunity.
What? That's awesome.
I know, that's specifically why I chose them.
Never heard that in my life. That's crazy. The owl doesn't provoke op or, it says op or space, tunity attacks when it flies out of the empty. Okay. So then, yeah, it does that, and Urash has the help action. And so Urash will be able to take advantage on his next attack. And anything else for that owl? No. Leshy is going to go. Leshy is going to try some club action on Mr. Rogar. And here comes the first club, which is a hit, and the second club, which is also a hit. And Urash takes a total of 17 damage.
No.
Yikes. And that is the end of the round. We will shuffle it up, keeping in mind that Urash does have advantage on his next attack.
Well,
And
basically, he just gets attacked normally.
it is
Exactly.
right. It is Rogar's turn.
Alrighty then. Well, Rogue will take another swing at this leshy with his warhammer.
That is a hit.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to use my second wind.
Okay, you can do that.
Good job, Rogar.
Just disappeared on me. Oop.
That's because instead of clicking the effect, you click just the thing to the left.
Yeah, my bad.
And that's what happens. So Urash, I'm putting on an effect on your character for the help, which will give you advantage on your attack on your next roll. So you don't have to mark anything.
Gotcha.
And anything else for Rogar? Did Rogar do a second one? There it is.
Wow, nice.
Nice. That was almost max, so that's pretty good. Evidently the healing. Oh, that's why it didn't work. Because it says second wind. It's got, yeah, okay, I gotta fix that. Okay, so would the owl like to fly and give someone else help?
Yeah, she'll actually just do it to Elia or Elia. I can't remember how to pronounce it. Sorry.
I think it's Isla.
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 If you've ever seen the name Ida before, Aida, very common, Ida, just replay it. It's just Isla. That's how I do it, because I have a friend named Ida. Okay, I'm going to give the same effect that Urash has to Isla then. So on your next attack, Isla, you will just make it regularly, and the computer will give you advantage. Thanks you to the owl. Spankula, it's your turn. Spantula, it's not that hard.
I'm gonna switch targets here to the leshy because I'm out of spells, and we all know that my Ray of Frost doesn't do shit to the one.
Okay. And you've got a clear shot to that guy.
Yeah. And bark.
Top hour is not a command except for I don't know what debaggle what you're trying to look for. That is a miss.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Top 5 maybe is what you want. Top space 5. So if you have nothing else, go ahead and pass your turn. And it will be Isla.
Is there any way I can like observe? Is there any way I can observe like who has more health left?
Yes.
Is that what those little...
As a character, you can tell by looking around who's hurt, and as a player, you can look in the combat tracker, and it tells you every character what their wound is. And so if you see wounds that are green, that's not that bad. If you see wounds that are red, that's pretty bad. So at this point, Urash is definitely the person that's hurting the worst.
Yeah, and the deep one is also hurting pretty bad.
Yeah, the deep one's hurting pretty bad, but you guys know what the number is.
Okay, well then, in that case, I will, because Rogar has a lot of health. I'm going to switch back over to the deep one, if that's cool. And I'm going to shoot him with my arrow.
Okay. And you do that at advantage because of the help from the owl, and you forgot or somehow didn't target. It looks like you did target, but I don't know why it didn't say. That is a hit. I think you didn't target. I think you tried to move your token rather than targeting. So go ahead and target.
Maybe.
Yeah, you left click and control Sorry, I said that backwards, but you know what I mean. Yeah, and so make sure, and what you do too, Alex, is always look in the combat tracker to see if in fact you've targeted what you think you want to target. So like right now, I saw it went on and off again, so you don't have any target right now. So there you go. Now it's there, and so now you can roll your damage.
Okay, thank you.
And you roll minimum damage,
Nice.
but you do you do 4 damage to the deep one.
Every little bit helps.
Absolutely.
And if there's nothing else, go ahead and pass your turn.
I don't think. Is there anything I'm missing? Is there anything else I can do?
No, it seems like it's like, wow, that's it? I'm done? Yeah, you shoot, you miss, it's over. Well, you can move, and you can also take a bonus action, but I don't think you have a bonus action that you can use, so
I don't think so either.
And if you don't want to move, then yeah, that is it. I know it seems like it's not very much, and other people are doing all this weird stuff, but that's kind of how it is.
Yeah, okay.
I'm curious, because you're a ranger, I don't know what level you get it at, but can you look on your character sheet in your abilities tab? Do you have something like Colossus Slayer or something like that?
No.
I think that's level 3.
Yeah, nobody gets anything till level 3.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, second win for fighters and some other stuff, some second level stuff, but ranger doesn't get anything till later. Okay, so if there's nothing else, Alex, go ahead and pass your turn. And it's leshy. We know what that's gonna do. 2 clubs on Rogar. First club, that's it. Second club. Oh, the second club misses. And it's the deep one. Monster after monster. And
he's got a glinty axe in his eye, so he might be at disadvantage. I don't know. Thank you, Namir.
Absolutely.
And let's find out if that had any effect. Let's just see if you guys can even see anything. He attacks Urash. He hits Urash, and as far as you're concerned, that light doesn't even bother him.
Damn it.
So, Namira, it is your turn. No, Urash did not get killed.
Okay, so Namira's going to see Urash in a bad way, and Namira is going to do what Namira can to help. Give me. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm going to do this a bit oddly, but I think it's going to work out. I'm going to cast Healing. Yeah, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Rogar. Or actually, first of all, I'm going to cast Channel Divinity Preserve Life on Urash.
Okay.
Now that should have. I'm only allowed to heal him up to his maximum health, or I mean, not his max health, but half of his max health. So that should not have reached 16, right?
No, it shouldn't. There's no way for that thing to. It's not coded though. We have to check it, right?
Well, no, it's coded, but okay, yeah, he's only at 19 right now. Half of his. Like, I can't heal him above 16 wounds is what I with that ability.
Right.
That's what
but what I'm saying is that there's no way for Fantasy Grounds to know that. We have to there's no way for it to check his level of health and then calculate it. We have to do it, right?
Yeah, that was just me double checking
Right, that's fine. Okay, so you healed him for 10 and you could have healed him for 13 at the most is what you're saying.
16 at the most.
If I had that much healing, yeah.
Right. No, but it would have been because okay, so whoever that was that spoke up that said no 16 at the most, that would be the total. But he healed him 10 and put him at 19, but he could have healed him 13 and put him at 16 at the most, is what I'm saying. Just so I understand how it works. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, all right, perfect. So continue.
And now I'm going to cast Healing Word. Now, what's it called? Channel Divinity isn't a spell, right?
No, I think it costs a spell slot, but it's not a spell, so you can still do.
That does not cost a spell slot.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, it counts as its own thing. Short rest.
Goddamn clerics. All right.
Life clerics at that. And so I'm going to cast Healing Word on him if that's all right.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Oh, yeah. So that's its own effect. So then, but that you can't do it until the next rest, right? Okay. Yes, you can cast Healing Word, and you do, and he is now. Oh, listen, everybody. So he's now much better off than he was.
Did you
And
want
on my
that?
turn.
Did you want that on Rogar or Uruash? Just to double check. You mentioned Rogar earlier.
I was thinking about doing that on each of you, but it looked like Urash was in a better way. But I will help you next round.
So Urush is up.
All right, I have advantage from the owl who took off and helped out Isla. So let's fire a battle axe at him and maybe split his skull.
It is a critical
nice.
hit.
That's beautiful.
Okay, so what I'm going to ask you guys to do from now on is if you get a fumble or a crit, do not roll the damage immediately. Wait for me to tell you what the effect is on the table because it might affect the damage. So I think in this case it doesn't. So you did 20 damage, and the critical effect is an opportunity bonus. You may take one extra bonus action or one extra move action this turn.
Hit him again.
Bonus action.
By move action, say that again.
You can take an extra bonus or move action.
So would he get an opportunity if I moved?
Yeah, the fact that the fact that you get an extra one doesn't change the rule that he gets to hit you if you move. Yeah, so that's true.
Okay. I don't think there's really anything I can do, so I'll just hang tough. I'm pretty healed up, so I think I can withstand another attack.
Alrighty then. That means it's round 6. No, round 5. And Hootie Magootie. Hootie Magoo, I mean. God damn it.
I love that name.
Stupid owl. All right, what is the owl going to do?
He's going to fly right up behind the deep one, and then I'm going to use him to... Oh, no, I can't. Shit. He'll go to Urash, give him help, and then go back, as per usual.
Okay, then I will mark it as such. Okay, so Urash has been helped. And
that's the end of their
It is Urash's turn. Still raging.
All right. It's time to get this guy.
Get him. You hit him.
Yeah.
And you damage him. He is not dead.
God damn.
That's a stud right there.
He's a stud.
I'm gonna move since he's gonna attack me again anyway, and get behind the leshy, so that Rogar will get advantage.
Okay, let's see if you make it there. I'm pretty sure you will. Oh, he swings at you and misses. He misses wide. He almost missed as bad as you could miss. So is there anything else? No, there's not. The leshy would like to go. The leshy is going to swing a club at Rogar and fumble. However, that fumble is just a miss. There is no effect for it. And he swings around at Urash with his club and crits. And there is an effect for that. I will read the effect before I apply the damage. The effect is called Demoralized. Your target's allies who have line of sight to the target suffer disadvantage on all attacks and saving throws for 1 round. If this action is not possible due to no allies present, then you gain inspiration. So it is possible. That means that that means I got to do the damage. So that means all of you guys are demoralized. And you have disadvantage on all attacks and saving throws for 1 round. Okay, so hold on a second. So that's everybody but Urash.
And a quick question: when Rogar, because he'll have advantage, will that just cancel out that disadvantage?
Yeah, it'll do it all automatically. That's why I love effects, because you don't have to worry about it. You can just do it. So let me find disadvantage attacks.
Well, he's
just okay. Yeah, go ahead.
He's kind of at like a double disadvantage because the illness and then that, and then you give him 1 back. So
yeah,
advantage
but
and disadvantage doesn't stack.
They don't stack. No, advantage and disadvantage don't stack. So it'll just be it'll just be disadvantage. Okay, so let me give this to each of you guys and make sure I have it right. So it says disadvantage on all attacks and saving throws for 1 round. Okay, so
also we keep forgetting to abuse my wild magic surge every time I cast a spell. I just realized that.
Yes, every time you cast a spell, we should be doing that. So let's remember to do that in the future, because it could be good.
Yeah, or it could be horrible. I don't know. I think it's gonna be fun regardless.
I'll be here to pick up the pieces.
Okay, so I have applied that effect to all of you. I have done the damage against Urash, who is taking it. It was only 9 points, and I think you only took 4 because you're raging, because you're some sort of mad barbarian. All right, that was the end of that guy's turn. It is Isla's turn.
Try and finish off that bastard. I guess it's
Sorry, yes, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna attack the deep one, and then this disadvantage. This is because
it's because of the critical effect that happened. The last time the leshy attacked Urash, it demoralized the entire party. So for this attack, you'll have disadvantage, but it will happen automatically. You don't have to mark any marker or whatever. You just have to roll your attack.
Okay, sorry, I've never encountered that before. So,
well, that's a home built. That's my own table. I have a critical fumble and critical table effect in the game where every time a 1 is rolled or a 20 is rolled, a further d6 is rolled, and if a 4 through 6 comes up on that d6, it goes to a table that has 100 fumble effects or 100 critical effects, and then that applies. So it's just a thing to make it more fun.
That is more interesting. I like it. Okay.
So I think the owl gave her advantage too, so it might cancel that disadvantage out. I'm not sure.
The owl's advantage is still not on there. I think that was already used. Wasn't it?
I think you went first.
Sure, it was used last turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I did put it on there, but it expires after the roll. So.
And the owl this time he used it on Rogar, I believe, or not Rogar, Urash.
Okay, so go ahead, Isla, and you can make your attack. And you, what happened? Oh, I didn't scroll down far enough. That is a hit, actually. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I would hope so.
Yeah, so you can roll your damage.
Very nice
roll.
10 damage. Nice.
Shit, it's still walking.
It's still there.
Yeah, that's intense.
And if you want to pass your turn, or if you want to move, or whatever you want to do.
Sorry, I keep forgetting.
The deep one. The deep one is coming, everyone. The deep one has stepped up. and has all new manner of person to attack. And
Shit.
will attack. And the deep one misses Namira.
Oh, thank God.
If you look at the chat on Twitch, they're trying to screw us over even more.
Oh, please, please.
Oh no.
Drop another encounter on our faces. We could use the XP.
I don't think anyone has that many experience points to do that. But...
Yeah, somebody has to have.
Oh, so they're just being shits and buying us disadvantage?
Oh,
traps.
yeah, something just did come in. That was 5 minutes ago. I wonder why I just got it now. Okay, so let me handle that. Yes, I guess since someone just announced it, you guys can all know that yes, in fact, someone in chat, you have
Baby, don't hurt me.
right?
Please don't hurt me. No
as a
more.
matter of fact,
We're getting rickrolled in here.
as a matter of fact, the person whose ringtone that is the one and only Ida, whose name is close to Isla.
That's funny.
So I'm going to spring a trap on you, and you guys have Spies 9/11 to thank for that. And the trap will be. Let me look at the map.
Spies your poop.
The trap will be.
Sorry.
No. We're all thinking just like, fuck you, spies.
Me and my whole 8 health, and he's springing a trap on me.
So the trap will be. Let me roll a d8. And it is 8. So. Everybody that's in that cone, roll a dexterity.
So everybody.
A dexterity saving throw, except the owl, but both monsters included. So basically everybody. Never mind. Don't do it. I can do it. I can do it. I have the power.
Well, I'm personally pretty happy that didn't hit me.
I'm going to do a group save versus dexterity with a 16 DC.
Oh, Spatula's the only one it didn't hit.
And let's see
Jeez.
who got fucked. All right, let's see who got fucked. Let's see here. Namira, Urash, Ida, Rogar. Okay, so every one of you got hit with a dart that came out of a tree trunk over there, and you all take. Oh, you all take only 1 point of damage.
Take that,
bullshit.
Spy.
Would it hit the dark one and the Leshy, or just us?
Yes, it's also going. Well, I have to do their dex saves, but it's going to hit them as well if they don't save. So I'm going to give you guys your damage.
Here's hoping the deep one only has 1 point left.
That'd be.
Backfire.
So everybody, okay. So now let me do their dex saves. These bastards. Interesting. Okay, so let's see, dex save. Too bad you can't do all monsters dex save. You can do all party, but not all monsters. Dex save. Okay, and that was the leshy. He did not save. And the deep one is going to do his save. Fantasy Grounds is so awesome, you guys. He does his save, and he saves. He saves on the money. I called it at a 16, and he got a 16. Chat. I told the chat what the save was. All right, so that trap has been sprung. And Rogar, it is your turn.
Well, I guess Rogar swings his Warhammer again.
Okay.
Oh no, this disadvantage is getting me. All right.
Shouldn't that have been canceled out with the flanking?
It should have been. Yes, you are flanking, so you forgot to mark advantage because Fantasy Grounds does most things automatically. But just so you guys understand how that works, for those of you that aren't experienced enough with Fantasy Grounds has no way of knowing where your token is on the map. So if you are advantaged because of flanking, you must always mark that yourself. So I will, even though it's not quite right, I will let you just mark advantage and reroll that. So that's still a miss.
Yeah, it didn't do me no good.
Damn. All right, well, I'm gonna frick. Yeah, I'm gonna try and Ray of Frost this guy. I should have changed my spells up beforehand, but I'll still do it.
Okay, and Ray of Frost is a miss.
Epic miss.
It was an epic miss. Well, an epic miss.
Oh, and my Wild Magic Surge, right?
No, that only counts for spells, not cantrips.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, you'd be rolling it all the time, and we'd all be fucked. All right. So yeah, that's only for first level spell or higher.
Okay, good to know.
And does Spatula have that Tides of Chaos? So if you use Tides of Chaos, which I think isn't that thing that allows you to roll at advantage and then it costs you a spell? I don't know. I can't remember. Is it? But anyway, if you use Tides of Chaos for whatever reason, then you can regain the use of it by rolling on the magic table.
Oh, yeah.
So you could end up doing that all the time. Okay, so Namira.
Okay, so Namira's gonna pull some bullshit out of her ass after calling down some radiance from this guy.
Sky Radiance and the successful save.
Motherfucker. Well, she's still gonna pull some bullshit out of her ass.
Okay.
She's gonna use her racial ability Hidden Step to turn invisible until the start of her next turn or until she attacks. Yada yada yada.
Okay, do you have the effect?
I should have added the effect, and no, I do not. No, okay. I didn't do that.
Okay, I'll put it. Invisible until the beginning of next turn?
Yeah, or until I make an attack.
Okay.
Yeah, until I attack, make a damage roll, or force someone to make a saving throw. Which is why I did my Sacred Flame first.
Okay, so, but it also comes off at the beginning of your next turn.
Yes, yes.
Right, okay. So I got that on you. Okay. Thanks for the follow. Whoever just followed me, I'm gonna tell you who that was. I know who it is. My follows things don't work, but it was Sangra Legendary. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Sangra Legendary. I hope I said that right. I always fuck up everyone's name. I'm so sorry. All right. It's time to shuffle it up, everybody. And the deep one is it's time to go. But what?
That's unfortunate.
The person is disappeared. What do you mean? It doesn't understand. So it's going to go here instead. Oh, I hear a ding. Urash has been hit. And Urash has partially resisted his 12 damage down to 6. And the ding that I heard from the stream was a heal to Rogar. Thank you to Starman314. Rogar, you may roll 2d4 plus 2.
Ooh, awesome. Thanks, guy.
Thank you, Star.
Rogar is going to heal 10 points. Nice. Oh my god.
Nice roll.
Woohoo!
Starman coming through.
Max heal from Starman314. All right. And the deep one has moved up, has done his attack, and it is now Rogar's turn. You do have advantage on melee attacks.
Well, I guess I'm going to swing. Rogar is going to swing his Mighty Warhammer.
All right, let's see. You hit him. And you do damage. You do warning damage. You warned him with your hammer of warning. I warn you. The leshy, everybody, is still in light condition. He is wounded somewhat.
I am going to use my action surge.
All right, here it comes again.
Attack again.
Don't forget to mark advantage. And with his action surge, Rogar has hit the leshy one more time, everybody. And he does slightly more damage this time. Nice job.
Getting there, chipping him down.
Hey, he's
All right.
orange.
Yeah, hey, orange. The club will be swung at Urash. And there will be a hit. Urash has gone into the black. The club will be swung at Rogar. And that's a miss. He should probably stick to one target. What a dummy. Okay, Isla is up.
Really fast. I'm assuming the dark is the same as like going to 0. So now he's going to go into the negatives, right?
No, he's
No.
not dead yet.
No, dead is gray. It goes green. No, it goes blue, completely healthy, then green, then orange, then red, then black, then gray is dead.
Okay, so he doesn't have to make a new character yet, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
That is correct.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking about Urash. I thought you were talking about the monsters. It's the same for the characters, but when the monsters go gray, usually they're dead. Some circumstances not, but usually they are. Characters go gray, they begin to make what's called death saving throws, and every time their turn comes up, they roll a d20, and 4 things can happen. If they roll a 1, that counts as 2 failures, and you have to, if you get 3 successes, you're not dying anymore, and if you get 3 failures, you're dead, all the way dead. So a 1 counts as 2 failures, a 2 to a 9 counts as a failure, a 10 to a 19 counts as a success, and a 20 actually gives you 1 hit point back in your conscious.
Awesome. Thank you for that explaining.
No problem. And I'm surprised, to be honest with you, that we haven't seen those yet today. My games, if somebody's down on the floor all the time.
So I am going to attack the deep one, the weird thingy.
Okay.
Yeah. I targeted it, right?
Yes, you have.
Okay, I'm just making sure this time.
Do you guys need a reminder? Ah!
He's so creepy.
Right?
And the arrow goes flying by the deep one's head and misses. That's the sound. There should be a miss sound.
You know what the deep one looks like? He looks like the Predator mated with Gollum.
Perfect.
A little bit.
That
yes.
is a very astute observation. Okay, does
Also,
Isla have... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I looked in chat and Star wants to know how many times can he do that per stream?
Heal, he's talking about.
Oh, I believe that if you go to the website, if you go to the Revlo website, it tells you. But let me look just real quick. I might not have... I know there's some kind of limit. Let me look at it. Can overlays, contests, giveaways, leaderboard. No. Commands. Where's commands?
So who hasn't gone this turn so far besides me?
Urash hasn't yet. You can look in the combat tracker and see who's below Isla.
Oh, it's under rewards. Okay, so heal. Heal has 10 per day. $10 per day with no cooldown. So basically the chatters can give advantage 5 times a day with a 30-minute cooldown between. They can do heals 9 or 10 per day, no cooldown. They can do 5 inspirations a day with a 15-minute cooldown. They can do They can do 3 spring traps, because one of them's already been done. There's 2 left, and that's a 30-minute cooldown. And these are all just experimental, and I should probably make it more of a countdown, because like it shouldn't be more than 1 per encounter. I don't know. They can do greater heal, which would be 44 plus 4. That's 5 a day. They can do superior heal, 8d8 plus 8, 8d4 plus. Because see, and that's 10 per day. See, I have all these set wrong, but nobody's ever doing more than 2 or 3 anyway. And then stronger mob, they can do 3 supreme heal and resurrection, but that costs 20,000 XP. They can do that once a day. So back to the game. It is still Isla's turn. Does she want to do anything else?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, Hootie Magoo.
He's going to move to Urosh and help him.
Okay, and then move back.
I move downwards instead of back up to that corner, like down.
Move him to where you
Same
want him.
direction
Yeah,
as
move
Urosh.
him to where you want him to end up, and we'll put him there. Meanwhile, I will give
About
help.
there.
Oh, dude, fuck. I've been typing it in. There's the help action right there. God damn it. I already had an effect for it. Help, it's done. Okay. Just making more work for myself. So it is Spantula's turn.
All right, well, let's try this again.
That is a hit with Ray of Frost. And this Ray of Frost does its damage. And, sorry, is that the one that slows people down?
Yeah, 10 till my next turn, but I doubt that he's going to be moving.
Okay. Anything else for Spantula?
No, sir, I just forgot to end my turn.
Namira, you are not invisible.
Okay. Oh god, torn between 2 bullshit.
Torn between 2 bullshit. Isn't that a 70s song?
Is it?
Would he have advantage on the deep one with the where he's at opposite
If-
me?
If he
If I
moves-
move over 1.
Yeah, if you move over 1, but it looks like he's moving down 1 because he's crazy.
Well, what I'm worried about, like, I can try and kill it. Max 8 damage. I don't know if that's going to kill it, but then I've wasted the opportunity to heal you. But if I heal you, there's no guarantee that it won't just kill you anyways in 1 hit. So I'm very torn.
I'd say heal and leave his fate to the dice.
I'm with you there.
All right, give me.
And spies, by the way, it looks like after the stream you will have enough to get your convert that you put in last time, so I'll make sure to do that. I will make sure
Someone
to
cast
take
Cure Wound.
care of it.
Minimum damage. Damn.
Oh, it's a beautiful sound, though. Urash has been revitalized.
Grazie.
And risk an op attack to move back to give you advantage in the sky if you.
I think if you stay in his
But
hitting
he's
area, he
he's
doesn't get
taking
one.
he's taking it from the leshy, not from the deep one.
Oh, I see.
So, here comes a club. Yeah, maybe. Or doesn't he have a club attack? What the fuck? Here it is. And oh, he gets hit. It's not gonna kill you.
You're attacking the wrong person.
I
You attacked the
certainly
deep
am.
one.
I certainly totally did. So now you guys know the deep one's almost dead. Let me fix it.
8 or less health, I would guess.
So that should have instead been 8 on Namira. Let me make sure I even attacked. Ooh, no. I hit. Let me just see. No, that is a miss on Namira. Your armor class is higher than 14. So you did not get hit. So Urash.
Okay, let's see if we can.
Bitch.
He's only 7 or less, so let's get one hit in here.
Metagamers. No. That's a miss. See what you get, you karma bastard. That's a miss.
No. You killed him last time with 7, didn't you?
Well, yeah, that's
accidentally.
why. Yeah, well, right. So that's how come you guys knew he had 7 or less, is because the 8 killed him, right? But you're not supposed to know that.
Well, he went down and got back up.
Yeah, he did. Okay, so anything else for Urash?
That's a miss, eh?
It is a miss, yeah. Round 7. An epic battle, everybody. And it is Spantula's first.
All right, let's do this again.
All right.
And a miss.
And a miss. And keep in mind that if you're doing ranged attacks, oh, you're doing it at the guy close. Yeah. So never mind. Yeah, I thought you were still doing the deep one, because that's what I'm doing what I would do in my head is go for the guy who's almost dead. I don't care if he's far away.
Yeah,
okay.
3 damage to him though.
So, that's true. So, anything else for Spantula? Okay, the Leshy is up. He's gonna do his little club frenzy. He's gonna start with Rogar and miss. He's gonna change to Urash. And he's gonna hit. Urash has partially resisted, of course. Are any of these bonus action spells? Plant growth, shillelagh. No. Okay, and he's done. So, Rogar.
Rogar swings his mighty warhammer.
Okay, you swing with advantage and disadvantage, and you hit. And you do damage to the Leshy with your bludgeoning magical warhammer. Who would Hootie like to help?
Urash.
All right, let's give Urash the help action.
Actually, no, because he's flanking, so I'll give it to Isla.
Okay.
And then he can just remain beside her for now.
Okay, go ahead and move her over there. Him, I mean. And I will give the help action to
Thank
Isla.
you.
Yeah.
Hootie. All right. And then it is Namira's turn.
Hey, again? Okay.
You have melee advantage if you want it.
I'm going to take that. Oh, I forgot to fucking... I'm an idiot.
Yeah, see, yeah, if you guys forget that when you have disadvantage, it's really not fair, because you're only supposed to roll another... just mark advantage and roll it again, Richard.
Okay. Sorry about that.
That's a miss anyway.
And just a little bit worried about Urash over there. As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on him.
Okay. How many spell slots you got? Shit, no more now.
Yeah, this will be my last one.
All right, Healing Word. We should all hear grand music, everybody.
Yes, Max.
Nice.
Nice. Life Cleric with his extra healing. That's so awesome.
I love the sound effects.
Yeah, and there's more. I just have to get them in there.
All right, I'm hoping I can hit him this time because I'm ready to.
Advantage. Here it is. That is a hit.
Isn't that a crit? Or is that...
no, that's Rogar.
That's
that
fighter class.
Oh, 1.
But you did. It's enough. It's enough. And down goes the deep one. He goes deep into the
Yay!
deep, dark. By the way, don't forget you all still have inspiration. You know, you guys always forget you have that.
Yeah, I forgot.
Isla has the help action, which means she's going to get advantage on this attack anyway. So what would she like to do?
I guess just fly an arrow at the leshy.
All right, fly away.
Do I put the +2?
No, that the help action grants you advantage, and if you look on the combat tracker, you'll see that it says help, advantage, attack, advantage check, and that's already on you, so you don't have to make any adjustments in this case.
Okay, I just want to double check. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. No, absolutely, you can check. And then so once you roll it, it'll come off you, but it will give you 2 dice for this attack. And you crit.
Good shit.
Nice. That's 2 now.
And let's see. Slow and agonizing damage. Okay, so go ahead and roll your damage. Nice.
Ooh, very nice.
And this effect is a slow and agonizing death. The target must make a DC 15 con save. Let's do that. And if he doesn't do it, I will tell you what happens. He does not make it.
Hell yeah.
So what that means is he will suffer an ongoing 2d4 per round until it saves at the end of each of its turns.
The dice gods love me.
So I am going to put damage 2d4. And that is, not that it makes much difference, but that is piercing. All right, so every time he goes, he's going to take 2d4 at the beginning of his turn until he saves. And anything else for Isla? That was a great crit, by the way.
Thank you.
Shit, knocked one prone in the fight and now doing
So
damage.
the owl had helped to give her the help, and she used the help.
Yep, absolutely.
If there's nothing else on your turn, Isla, go ahead and pass your turn. And we will shuffle it up. And look at that. The Leshy's first and just took 3 damage. So he's pissed. He's going to swing his club like he always does. And his first one's a miss. He's going to come back over to Rogar. He's going to swing his club again. And he misses again because he's all flustered. And now he's going to try to save against his ongoing damage. And he does not. So that was a shit turn for him. It's Rogar.
Rogar swings his warhammer again.
You have advantage. You crit.
Jesus.
You do not trigger the table, so you may roll your damage. Boom, baby. That
Big
is
shot.
17 mofo damage.
Sweet.
Sweet. Isla, it is your turn again.
I will shoot him with another arrow.
Shoot away. This is a 16. Let's find out if that hits. I think you forgot to target. It is a hit. You may roll your damage.
Not bad.
And... oh, I think I got a dragon on him. Yep, he takes 6 damage. So he's in the red still. And anything else for Isla?
Nope, thank you.
Namira.
Okay. Let's Sacred Flamey, the tree person thingy.
Aight. He failed with a 1. And he takes your
Hey,
8 radiant
nice
damage.
Max, yeah.
No, max is 10, isn't it?
Nope, max is 8.
Oh, it is max. Nice. Oh yeah, it says 1d8. See, I just can't read per se. Okay, and he's gonna move up. Anything else?
I'm gonna move up and spit in his face.
All right, you spit in his face.
He'll come down to me and give me.
And the moisture from your spit makes him grow 10 feet.
Okay, so he's going to move him if he's going to end up somewhere else, but I will apply the help action to Spatula. Spatula? I don't know why it's so hard. It's not hard. It's absolutely not. We get things in our heads and we can't help it. All right, so he flies over. He gives his buddy some help. And you have help, and it is now your turn.
And she's going to cast Ray of Frost.
All right. She casts Ray of Frost, and she hits. And she does 4 damage. That's French for damage, you guys. I think I'm... hurrah! It's your turn. Hurrah! You've got advantage.
All right.
It almost sounds like hurrah.
That's right. He's a rager. All right, so I've got the advantage checked, and he's targeted. Let's do what happens here.
That is a hit. The leshy takes 8 damage and is not dead.
Wow.
Okay, it is the end of the round. Shuffle it up, and Rogar is next.
Rogar swings his warhammer.
And he misses.
Misses.
Spatula.
All right, let's do this again.
She winds up, and she hits.
For 1.
Spatula does 1 damage. I love it. Next will be Namira, unless anybody... Yeah, Namira, you're up.
And dommage is actually French for, like, oh no, or what a shame.
And damage is a shame.
At all.
Apropos. Oh.
Here comes a fumble. No, that's not a fumble. No, that's not a fumble. That's a complete failure on... Well, you rolled a dexterity. What is happening?
Sacred flamed him.
How come I don't see that in the chat? Anyway, yeah, he failed.
Okay, cool.
And you do your 2.
These guys have a lot of hit points.
Yes, they do.
You're Rush.
All right, let's
That
try
is
it
so
again.
funny to me. I don't know why. You might not have marked advantage.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah,
I'll let you do that again.
Sorry about that. Same
Still a
result.
miss. Isla gets a shot.
Okie dokie. Yeah, okay.
She hits.
It'll be fitting if she takes him
I
down.
think
Very
Isla's
nice.
MVP today, you guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
New member to the party.
On his turn, he probably would have died anyway with that ongoing 2d4. All right, so you guys take him down, and there will be experience for all. Let's give everybody some XP. Okay.
Wouldn't it be cool if we leveled?
Wouldn't it be cool? I'm trying to give XP to the calendar, everybody. That's not what you need to do. You need to give it to the party sheet. You two can DM one day and fuck around and not know what the hell you're doing. All right. So, nobody leveled.
Damn, all
But-
that beating.
Damn.
Isla and Spatula are damn near halfway to leveling, and the rest of you are gaining.
I'm close.
You're close too, yeah. Namira is pretty close, only 115. So that was a good one.
Do we find anything on their bodies?
Let's find out, is there random treasure? There's always random treasure in there. Let's find out. I'm going to roll to see if there is. First of all, I'm going to do a D5. The number is 5. That is Urash. Urash beat me on percentage.
All right. I forget how to do that. What was the
right-click the D10 and just pick percentage and roll it in the chat.
Got it.
$91. There is treasure, everybody.
Should be a good one.
There is treasure. Rob is currently opening up the treasure table in the Dungeon Master's Guide, and we will see what we get.
We each get a Vorpal sword.
A +5 Vorpal sword. Which there's no such thing in 5th edition. Okay, so Dungeon Master's Guide. Tables. I could have just opened tables. I'm such an idiot. 3.2 so awesome. I keep forgetting. Treasure. Oh, wait, what's happening? Oh, you have to know how to spell treasure. That's why. Treasure. Okay. Treasure hoard. Treasure coins. Treasure hoard. Okay, I'm putting it in a parcel. Rolling it.
That's a lot of dice.
Damn. Okay, and one more thing that you guys find, which I will roll. D4. Oops, what happened? Okay, 4, that's Rogar. Rogar, roll for me in the chat, please. A D4. Okay. Very good. Now I know what to do. I will
Jesus, those rolls are nice.
get my table. I will put magic items. Magic item B.
This is the important part, so you got to roll good now.
Wand of Secrets, whatever the fuck that is. Cool.
Come on, Cloak of Protection.
Okay, so. Come on, Cloak of Protection. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. It's like we're at the casino. Okay, so you guys have found a treasure parcel here, and I will put it in the party sheet. So, Isla, on the top of the screen on the right, there's a bunch of those small buttons up there. The one with 2 guys on it is party sheet. If you open that, you'll be able to see the party and the treasure and everything else. And the tab you're looking for now is the inventory tab, and you're about to see a bunch of crap show up in there.
Okie dokie.
So you guys got 900 silver, 2,600 copper. You've got an unidentified item, a blue quartz, a hematite, lapis lazuli, a moss agate, and an obsidian, and those are all worth money. So
Nice.
the unidentified item is a wand.
Oh, bollocks. Can I use my detect magic racial trait to identify it?
I also have decent arcana if you fail.
Yes, let me. Does detect magic? Does detect magic tell you if it's magic, or does it tell you what it is? I can't remember.
I think it just tells me where magic is, so I don't think that'll actually help.
You sense the presence of magic. Okay, so yes, you use detect magic. And that is a cantrip, so you can still do that. And yes, this is a magical wand.
Would my Arcana tell me?
So the house rules. Normally, you have to take a rest to identify a magical item without using an actual identify spell. The house rules allow one member of the party to roll Arcana one time with a DC 20 to identify the item. So I'll give you guys a chance to decide who's going to do that.
I have +3 if anyone else has higher.
Not me.
Nope.
Not me.
Right, so that's drag my Arcana to the chat.
Correct.
That didn't work. Let me try this again. And that would be a negative.
Negative. So you are not able to identify at this time. However, you guys can take a short rest if you want.
That's what I'm thinking. Take a short rest over by this water and let our horses drink. And
all right, I'm definitely down for that.
Likewise, I can get back some of my stuff that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do not get anything back, I believe, for being a sorceress. I think it's a long rest for me.
Okay, so
You know, we didn't think about this. Did the horses run away from all the commotion?
no, they didn't.
Okay, cool.
Because I'm not a complete jerk. That's why. They might have gone off in a little bit, but you'll be able to find your horses. That's not a problem. Okay, you guys have taken a short rest, so those of you that would like to can throw hit dice. We do not have a bard in the party, so there will be no Song of Rest. But any of you that want to throw hit die can. And you have identified the wand as the Wand of Secrets. It has 3 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one of its charges, and if a secret door or trap is within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points to the nearest one to you, and the wand regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. So that is awesome. And this wand does not have the, if you use all the charges, it blows up thing in it. So that's a pretty awesome item. So if anyone would like to lay claim on this item as a member of the party, we will do that now. And what we will do, the fairest way to do it, is whoever wants to lay claim on it, throw a d20 in the chat. Highest roll wins. That's how we'll do it.
I have no use for it. Rogar has no use for it.
Spanchel will definitely roll for it.
I don't have any use for it, I don't believe.
Well, if you want to roll, roll. And if you don't, then don't roll. And I will give everyone a chance. I think Richard was the only one that didn't speak up. Do you want to roll or no? You don't.
I think I'll be an ungreedy bitch this time.
Okay, so Spatula can go into the party sheet in the inventory and drag that wand onto your character sheet. For the purposes of the game, and to be fair, I'm going to say that you guys encounter a traveling merchant because you were basically out in the middle of nowhere. But to leave the treasure in the party sheet and not divide it up amongst you kind of screws people if they don't come back to the next session. So that's going to be the mechanic I use for this, is you guys encounter a traveling merchant. You don't have anything outrageous that he wouldn't be willing to buy from you. So if you guys want to, I will cash in the gems and so forth that you found, turn it into money, and split that treasure amongst the party, unless somebody doesn't want to do that. And what I will do is I will put it in the chat so you guys can vote anonymously. And Alex, how that works is if you click it once, it'll put a check mark. If you click it twice, it'll put an X. And if you don't click it, it leaves it blank. So if you're ever voting in the future and you want to say no, you can just click through to the X. But it looks like you guys all want to do that. So I am cashing it in. Wow, that doesn't seem like very much, did it? And cashing it out. So the treasure wasn't that huge. You guys did get 12 gold pieces and a lot of silver and copper. But you got the magic item, so it was better than nothing.
And who did I owe my 30 gold or?
Yeah,
Well,
same here.
I guess I don't have that much yet. So.
Actually, 180 silver is 18 gold. So 180 silver and 12 gold is exactly 30 gold, as a matter of fact. So I will tell you, I will go back and look. Oh no, am I losing my voice? Doesn't it sound like that all of a sudden? That could be bad.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, that can be really bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not. Oh, it just started happening. Okay, so let's go back to the stable. The stables. Okay, so I should have made better notes about this. So I think, wasn't it, oh, maybe I, yeah, wasn't it, Urash gave, Rogar gave 20 and Urash gave 10, right?
Yes.
But neither's, so neither Spatula, okay, so Spatula owes Rogar 10 and 20, and then Isla owes the stable guy 30. So here's what we'll do. So on Isla's sheet, I'll just go in, and in order to pay your debt, I'll just take off the silver, which is 118 gold worth, make that 0, and leave you with the 5 gold. So basically, your debt is paid, and you have 520 copper over the top of the 5 gold that you already had. And then, Spatula.
Mine up between the two.
Yep, Urash, just give yourself an extra 10, and Rogar, just give yourself an extra 20. And then we'll adjust Spatula's gold to match the same way I did with Isla, and which you've already done. Okay, good. So you've got your 520 copper. Cool.
Yeah. Rolling in the bling now, guys.
All right, and we are 5 minutes away from quitting time, so perfect session, everybody. Isla, I thought you did a great job with your first time in, Alex, I'm sorry, with your first time in
Thank you.
Fantasy Grounds, and it was good to have you in the group, and I hope you learned a lot about Fantasy Grounds, and I hope you learned some more.
I did.
And you're the only person, I think, that hasn't played before in my group, and so how this particular Salvage Encounters works is it happens every Monday, some Tuesdays, and some Saturdays, and you just show up and play as often or as little as you like.